To solve equations algebraically, we need to know some basic rules of equations. And basically, the equation means balance. So what you do to one side, you have to do the same thing to the other to keep everything balanced. And one way to do this is we can multiply or divide both sides without changing the balance. So if I have b equals 3c plus 9, if I double the left side to 2b, as long as I double everything on the right hand side to 6c and 18, that will remain balanced. So that's one rule. The other rule is that if we can add or subtract equations to keep everything balanced. So we can add the same amount to both sides, or if we have two equations, so this is a balance, this is a balance, if I combine two balances, so if I combine everything on the left hand side here, and I combine everything on the right hand side here, as long as we started with two balances, the resulting equation must be balanced. And again, that's the key. We have to keep everything balanced. Now, the goal is that we want to solve for the variables. To do that, we need to eliminate one of the variables. So we can use these two properties to help us eliminate one of the variables to help us solve the equation. So here's an example. We have a linear system, and we can solve for x and y by elimination. So I have positive 8y here, minus 8y here. If I take the two equations, I'm just going to line them up here. There's my two balances. I can combine these two balances, and I know that the resulting balance is balanced, or the resulting equation is balanced. Now, why would I do this? Well, if I take a look at my coefficients here on y, if I combine this, I get a zero pair, and I will eliminate my y variable. And by doing so, this allows me to solve for x. So I divide both sides by 5. I end up with x equals 3. Now, remembering that this is a system, I have to solve for both x and y. I have to remember to plug back in. So I end up with 3 times 3 plus 8y equals 21. And then I can solve for y. So 8y is equal to 12. So y is equal to 1.5 or 3 over 2. So there I've solved my system. And I did this by combining these equations to be able to eliminate one of my variables.